Hello everybody, my name is James, hope you're doing well and welcome back to another video. And today we're going to be talking about some of Mercedes' comments ahead of the Melbourne Grand Prix, as well as some new updates on Lewis Hamilton. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more Formula 1 content, but let's jump straight into the video. So I thought I'd start today's video by talking about the predicted weather for the Australian Grand Prix. Now there has been talk that there could be rainfall during the weekend, and according to motorsport.com there's a 7% chance of rain on Friday, and then on Saturday there's a 3% chance during the day, but then this rises to 21% during the evening. So essentially that means it looks like Friday could be pretty dry and Saturday could be dry as well, although rain could potentially threaten the end of qualifying, with qualifying taking place around 5 p.m. local time. But when we get to Sunday for the Grand Prix, however, the chance of rain apparently increases to 80%. So it's more than likely it could end up raining during the Australian Grand Prix. And that's going to make it really interesting, because if that's the case, how do teams prepare? Because if Friday and Saturday are set to be mainly dry and Sunday's a bit more unpredictable, it raises the question of how do you set up your car? So it's going to be interesting to see if teams decide they want to risk it and prepare for a wet weather race, or if they want to keep the car for a dry setup throughout the weekend. So yeah, it could be a very unpredictable and exciting opening race of 2025. But let's move on to Mercedes, who've spoken about their car ahead of the Melbourne Grand Prix. Now, as we know, this is a brand new chapter for Mercedes. For the first time in 12 years, they go into a season without Lewis Hamilton. As we know, Hamilton has joined Ferrari, and his move comes after 3 difficult years with Mercedes. You know, it's fair to say, since these new ground effect regulations came into play, the car has just been too unpredictable, been too inconsistent. But when you look at 2025 pre-season testing in Bahrain, the Mercedes car actually looked pretty good. You've got to remember that it was lower temperatures in Bahrain during testing, and we know the Mercedes favours cooler conditions. But still, Mercedes looks stronger than expected heading into Melbourne. And speaking ahead of the Melbourne Grand Prix, Mercedes team boss Toto Wolff said, "Our competitors finished 2024 strongly, and we know that Ferrari, Red Bull and McLaren in particular should have a performance advantage over us initially. We can be pleased with the work we've done in the off-season and the test in Bahrain. Both drivers commented favourably on the W16 after the 3 days, and we seem to have made improvements. Of course, the only thing that matters is how we measure up against the stopwatch relative to our competitors. We will certainly begin to get a clearer picture on that this weekend. Australia is a great place for a race. The circuit is challenging for the drivers and a real test for the car. The fans are always out in force, and Melbourne is a fantastic venue to kick off the new season." So yeah, a bit of cautious talk from Mercedes team boss Toto Wolff there, with him thinking that potentially rivals have an advantage. But yeah, as I say, when you just look at that pre-season test, Mercedes look like they could be in the mix. But let's move on to Lewis Hamilton, with more being spoken about his adaptation to Ferrari machinery. Now, one of the big talking points going into 2025 is how is Hamilton going to fare in his first race for Ferrari? You know, several drivers have won on their debut with the team. Kimi Raikkonen did it in 2007. Fernando Alonso did it in 2010. And yeah, there's just huge intrigue as to how Hamilton will perform in his first race with the Scuderia. And according to Sky Sports F1's pit lane reporter Ted Kravitz, Hamilton has made encouraging progress with his adaptation to the team and his new car. Kravitz said on the Sky Sports F1 show, as quoted by Crash.net, "There are some very positive signs that Hamilton is enjoying the way the Ferrari drives more than the Mercedes. I think he's got what he wanted in terms of driving positioning within the cockpit. There are no complaints on any side. Crucially, he's identified that the designers and the team behind him are up to championship quality, and he recognises that he has everything he needs in the team to develop the car and out-develop his rivals to try and win this year's championship. So even if the Ferrari isn't winning races at the start of the season, Lewis Hamilton is sure that they'll be able to win races and catch up with whoever the pace setter is." But what do you think? Let me know in the comments below. But that's going to be the video from me today. Thank you ever so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe for more videos. And until the next one, take care. Bye.